In the final chapter of the Epic of Gilgamesh, our hero stands at the brink of despair, having journeyed across the ends of the earth in his search for immortality. Driven by the loss of Enkidu and haunted by the fear of his death, Gilgamesh arrives at the domain of Utnapishtim, the man who survived the Great Flood and was granted eternal life by the gods. Tell me, Utnapishtim, how did you escape death? How did you join the gods and gain eternal life? Utnapishtim, sitting in stillness like an ancient mountain, begins to speak. Gilgamesh, I will tell you a secret, a tale older than kings and kingdoms, the story of the Great Flood. Long ago, the gods met in council, and their decision was firm and terrible. Humanity must be destroyed. Their noise and chaos had disturbed the gods for too long. But one god, Ea, the wise and cunning, took pity on a single man, Utnapishtim. Whispering through the walls of a reed hut, Ea said, "Build yourself a boat, Utnapishtim. Abandon your possessions and save life itself. Take into the vessel the seed of every living thing. The flood will come and it will wipe out all of humanity." Utnapishtim obeyed. He sketched a plan for the ark, a massive vessel with equal length and breadth, sealed with pitch and bitumen. The workers toiled. The ship rose like a mountain upon the water. I loaded my family, the animals of the steppe, wild and tame alike. I carried every creature into the ark, 2 by 2. The sky darkened. At dawn, black clouds blotted the sun, and the storm began. The winds screamed like a wild beast. The rain fell heavier than stone. The earth split open and torrents gushed forth. Even the gods grew afraid of their wrath. They huddled like frightened dogs in the heavens, watching the flood swallow the world. Cities crumbled, mountains vanished, and all life disappeared beneath the waters. For 6 days and 6 nights the storm raged. On the 7th day, silence fell. Utnapishtim recounts, I looked out. The earth was a flat ocean, still and endless. I sent forth a dove, but it returned, finding no rest. I sent a swallow, but it too came back. Finally, I released a raven. It flew off and did not return. The waters were receding. The ark came to rest atop a mountain. Grateful but humbled, Utnapishtim offered sacrifices to the gods. They gathered around the offering like flies, their anger soothed by the sweet smell of the burning incense. The gods, ashamed of their destruction, granted Utnapishtim and his wife eternal life, a gift never meant for mortals. Gilgamesh listens, spellbound by this ancient tale of survival, but Utnapishtim shakes his head. Gilgamesh, this is not your fate. The gods made death the destiny of mankind. You cannot change it. Still, Utnapishtim challenges him. But let us see if you are worthy of immortality. Stay awake for 6 days and 7 nights. Prove your strength against the very nature of mankind. Gilgamesh, proud and confident, sits down. He resolves to resist sleep, but time stretches out and exhaustion takes him. As Utnapishtim's wife bakes loaves of bread to mark each passing day, Gilgamesh slumbers, powerless. On the 7th day, Utnapishtim wakes him. Look, Gilgamesh, at the loaves beside you, one for each day. Some are hard, some are moldy, for you have slept all this time. Gilgamesh is crushed. Even the simplest test has defeated him. He realizes that death and the weaknesses of men cannot be escaped. Out of pity, Utnapishtim offers Gilgamesh a final chance. At the bottom of the sea grows a plant. Its thorns are sharp, but its power is great. It restores youth to the old. With renewed hope, Gilgamesh ties stones to his feet and dives into the depths. He fights the crushing waters and returns with the plant in his hands. Triumphant, he says, I will take this to Uruk. Its name will be Old Man Becomes Young Again. I will share it with the elders, and we will live as we did in our youth. But fate is cruel. On his journey back, Gilgamesh stops to bathe in a pond. Unnoticed, a serpent slithers forth, catches the scent of the plant, and steals it away. The snake sheds its skin, renewed, while Gilgamesh watches in despair. Crushed and weary, Gilgamesh returns to Uruk. Standing atop its mighty walls, he gazes upon the city he built. These walls are my legacy, he realizes. Though I cannot live forever, the work of my hands, the stories of my deeds will endure. And so the epic ends. Gilgamesh, the mighty king who sought immortality, learns that death comes for all men. But it is through our creations, our actions, and our stories that we truly live forever. The Epic of Gilgamesh teaches us that while life is fleeting, our true immortality lies in the legacy we leave behind. It's a lesson as old as time itself, and one that still echoes through the ages.